Hello folks, Cyril White, Country Spirit CrossFit. Yes, that's one of my favorite Arnold quotes, and yes, our hands do get beat up if we're going to the gym a lot, if we're working with our hands a lot, if we're working with barbells and pull-ups and toes to bar, things of that nature. We have an entire video on our resources section of our website that deals with proper hand maintenance, and we don't necessarily aspire that you shouldn't wear gloves, but I thought I'd share a story about my experience in gloves at the gym because I tell it every time we talk about hand maintenance in a class. And that is when I started CrossFit about 4 years ago. I was working out at a box in Ann Arbor, one of the original CrossFit boxes, and my hands, like everyone else's, were getting torn up. I had pretty rugged hands, but they were still getting torn up. So I went out and got some gloves at Dick's Sporting Goods. They were really cool, I thought, black. I could wrap they had wrist wraps with them, and wore them to class the next day. And I was looking around and I just couldn't figure out why no one else was wearing gloves. I was the only person in class with these gloves, and couldn't figure it out. But back in the day, CrossFit was a little more hardcore back then, and it was kind of like the old martial arts dojo mentality where the student had to figure everything out on their own. There wasn't a lot of explanation for why things were the way they were. That's just the way they were. So I was working out, doing a little extra accessory work after the workout, and I noticed this very fit young woman was right next to me, and she's kind of like looking at me, giving me the eye, and I thought it was just because of my dashing good looks and physique. And then she said, "Boy, I wish I had some gloves like that." And I said, "Well, they're at Dick's, why don't you go buy a pair?" And she's like, "Because I'm really trying to develop my mental toughness." And then I figured out why no one was wearing gloves at the gym, and I felt about this big. And needless to say, I never wore those gloves again. But in all seriousness, if you have to wear gloves, we don't care if you wear gloves. But I can say that your lifts are a lot better, your pull-ups are a lot better, your toes to bars are a lot better if you can feel that iron, if you can really squeeze it. If you have gloves on, you really can't squeeze that barbell. That's why you won't see any Olympic lifters or CrossFit Games athletes wearing gloves in the workout, because you really need to squeeze to get those muscle fibers firing and to have a good grip. There are other means of protecting your hands that are out there, and we talk about all of them in our video. So that's my glove story. CrossFit Open starts tonight. Good luck to everyone. It's going to be great fun. Don't forget about our Friday Night Lights special class. Even if you're not a member, if you want to check out the great thing about CrossFit, the community and a fun environment, bring something to eat and drink. That's at 7 o'clock every Friday night from now until the end of the Open, and it runs for the next 5 weeks. So good luck to everyone and have an awesome day.